What's happening, folks out there? Broadcasting to you and yours with your boy Too Tall for You Fool. And you are watching the Game and Watch podcast. We're doing a stream of a video game that we like to play. I got Max from the Loading Bar podcast with me. He's not on camera tonight, but if you're watching, there's his logo. You can say hello, Max.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, everybody. I kind of just got out of the shower.
No, his camera's not working. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's all good. So we've been talking about doing this for a while, and I'm very excited to do this. So we're just gonna stream Shredder's Revenge, see how far we get. We're on the okay difficulty level, so that should be good. And we're playing it. Hey, Bravo, what's going on, man? And just gonna watch us have some Hero and a Half Shell fun. If y'all do want to join, I can give you a code for you guys. We are playing on Switch, by the way, so if you have it on PS4, PS5, or any of the Xbox consoles, fortunately you won't be able to join us since it's not cross-platform yet. So, what turtle are you gonna be, Max?
Now, this is an interesting question. I have my favorite turtle, but I also have my favorite character to play as. So, favorite character's definitely Raphael.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, my favorite turtle to play as, probably Michelangelo.
Okay. He's my favorite turtle to play as, and favorite turtle period. I don't know if I told you this or not. I know maybe I told you that when you interviewed me a while back. I dressed up as him for Halloween once.
Right on.
So yeah.
Right. Well, I better let you have him then.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, sure. I'll take him. And then
yeah, I'll pop on Raphael.
We'll hop on Raphael. All right. Let me check something real quick. I'm gonna drop the code for anyone that wants to join us.
Nice.
So I'll just do that. So remember, we're on Switch, guys. So just anyone that wants to join, let me find the code. Let me open up my Discord here. Discord's a very neat tool. Right.
Now, Justin, I consider you the Ninja Turtle expert, the Ninja Turtles aficionado.
I guess if you want to call me that.
You and Finus, when this was coming out, the way you guys talked about this game, like especially like the day it dropped, like it like made me buy this game.
Oh well, and I'm happy that Finus and I have that everlasting effect on people.
Yes.
All right. So I dropped the code in the chat, guys. I'll probably drop it again, just maybe every so often, just so I'll just copy and paste it, and just because I know the thing's not going to be on there forever. Let me go to the next scene so we got a bigger view of this.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yes, very beautiful. But yeah, I mean, this was like kind of a long time coming, and I was even more excited when the Cowabunga collection was announced. But after playing this game, this kind of blows any game on the Cowabunga out of the water. Even Turtles in Time. I know some people would probably argue and disagree with that, but I think this is a better game than Turtles in Time, in my opinion. So,
even the Turtles in Time remake?
The Turtles in Time remake, I thought was kind of. It was based on the arcade game. Well, it wasn't the greatest thing ever, but you know how it goes. So, let's do this.
Have you gotten most of the achievements for this already, or?
On the on the PlayStation 1 I have,
Hmm.
but not this one so much. I know Nintendo has a weird system
Oh, I didn't mean to.
when it comes to achievements and all that stuff. So
Yeah. No, the last one of the ones I've been working at is trying to get like I think it's like 150 hit combo. I don't know. I think there's like a specific character you definitely should use for that.
hmm.
From what I've seen, and it's definitely not Raphael, so it's not gonna happen this playthrough.
Yeah, it's yeah, I think Casey Jones is like your best bet, at least with me, in my opinion. I think he's so overpowered, but
He was, yeah, like unbelievably
I
busted.
think they may have nerfed him a bit, but
Yeah. No,
well,
he's just like all ranged and power.
yeah, so this. Yeah, but if you do play this game, I've only played like with 6 players once. It is nuts.
Yeah. I've
It,
done I've dropped into some like quick matches with 6 players on arcade before, and
oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah, it's
Ah.
So did you hit up the guys about the podcast over at the Edmonton Public Library?
I have not gotten the job yet.
Oh,
But as soon as I do, I will definitely work my magic. You know how it is.
definitely. I'm still
Um,
baffled by the fact that you can actually rent a video game from the library.
oh
I
yeah,
didn't know, I
man.
didn't know that because yeah, like me and finance. I mean, I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I mean, at least here in California, this. I mean, videotapes, DVDs is one thing. Like usually it's for something like educational or something like that.
Oh no, like out here, all of our libraries are basically they're the last rental stores. Like we have
Oh,
so many DVDs, so many Blu-rays,
well, maybe they
and if
do.
we don't have
Yeah. If you don't have it, what?
if we don't have it, we can just ask other libraries, kind of like in the province,
Okay.
and usually just get it special ordered. So yeah, I have definitely been taking advantage of the fact that you can do that. So it's nice. Oh, nice! I forgot you could do that.
Oh yeah. Watch it.
Yeah. So yeah, for those of you listening, support your local libraries.
You mean watching, but yeah, support your local libraries. I probably should go to the local library in my town, see what I can. Cause they probably look at me as like I'm crazy. What, you can rent video games here or check out video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only last rental store we have is just the mom and pops. We have one Blockbuster, which I believe is in like Portland.
Mm. Yeah, we didn't really have a ton of blockbusters as far as I knew in Canada, especially like definitely not where I grew up. We had Movie Gallery. That was like our chain.
Oh, movie gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Blockbuster, and then later on a place called Blockbuster Video. No, not Blockbuster Video. Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video. Okay.
Hollywood Video. Excuse me. Yeah. Which it
Nice.
didn't. It went under before Blockbuster did, pretty much. Well, what Blockbuster did is it went digital for a while. I guess they had like some partnership with like what's the name of the company? Dish Network, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. I've all but kind of gotten rid of my Netflix subscription.
Yeah,
Just this because like one because of obviously
yeah.
the password sharing thing, but yeah,
Um, yeah, they keep
most of the
saying they're
stuff
gonna
that's
do
good is
something and they like back off because like the stock on it goes down. So it's like I don't know. I mean, we're still using my my in-laws' password for that, so it's
Mhm. Well, I don't think it's hit the States yet. It's
okay.
definitely hit Canada.
Yeah, the states. Yeah,
Um,
it's gonna be a long time before it hits the states, if you ask me.
yeah. No, we're the trial run. We're the prototype. We're gonna see. They see if it works. It's not working. Yeah. So as a kid, my experience with the Ninja Turtles was like I definitely saw the original show. I definitely rented VHS tapes, and obviously saw the movie.
Mhm.
But the cartoon that was on at the time that I really loved was that I think it was like 2003.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
TMNT, and I love that show.
yeah. A lot of people like it. It's good. It's a little darker. I mean, I did not like that special they had where they had the '87 Turtles on there. I
Oh yeah,
think they could have did a better job representing them, in my opinion. I mean, they just made them look like it was a comedy show. I mean, it was a fun show. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, like it was a little more serious, and they were a little more serious than what they set them out to be. So I
yeah.
think the Nickelodeon show did them a little better, like in terms of like when they had them on and all that. So
Oh, okay, yeah. I
yeah,
think I saw a clip of that,
yeah,
and
yeah. I think they did it a little better than they did. So
yeah, and they were cracking on Leonardo because he's got swords and all he does is
yeah,
kick.
yeah. So I don't know what it was about Leonardo. I know a lot of people love him, but he just was. I know he was the leader, but he just wasn't very. He had like no
Oh,
personality. He
yeah,
had like.
he was a plank of wood. I don't know. As a kid, I liked him because he had swords. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes it's
I
just
think
like,
a lot of people just liked his weapons. I mean, he did have the coolest weapons.
yeah, he apparently never used, but as a kid, you
Yeah,
didn't really see that unless he was like cutting trash or
yeah.
like I don't know an obstacle or something like that. But he never really did. He never really used them. I don't think on. Well, I guess maybe these guys because they are the Foot Ninja in this show were robots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he did. Who- Oh yeah. So
So I gotta ask, did you get the Cowabunga collection yet?
I've not.
Oh,
Reason being, I just for me, I don't really see. Like for example, I don't see myself playing the Turtles NES.
oh yeah. Well, I don't either. That game was hard as hell. I
Yeah,
had it on the NES, and I still have no desire. I don't think I've turned it on once since I've had that collection.
I don't want to play the water level with the defusing of the bombs.
I can. I'm an expert at the water level. I'm pretty sure I could beat it. I could
Nice.
teach people how to beat it. No, that's how many times I've died at it. Like, I think a lot of people didn't know this, but with the first Ninja Turtles game, you could switch turtles. Like, if you're about to die with one turtle, it was just a matter of being like the right turtle. So it's like,
Ah,
I don't think a lot of
I
people
see.
knew that. And, at least when I was talking to some people recently, they were like, "What? I never knew that." I'm like, "Yeah, but it was still hard as hell. Like, even if you did."
Yeah. The right turtle, I always assumed was in video games was always Donatello because he had the longest weapon.
Yeah, well, in that game, he is the best for like fighting bosses, but if it comes to like ground enemies like Mauser's in that game, it's a little you're better off being one of the other three turtles.
Hmm.
I mean, that's just me, but I mean,
Fair enough.
but I mean, I love those games for the most part. Well, I mean, the Game Boy games I played a few times, and then just two arcade games are classics. So
Yeah.
it's a multiplayer game, and just if I ever get a chance to play more multiplayer games like this, I mean, I think I could justify my purchase for it. But
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. No. I was curious about it. I definitely play the arcade ones, and I definitely play Turtles in Time, and I definitely play the Fighter.
Tournament Fighters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know there's 3 different versions of that. The NES. They had one on NES, which I don't think was very good. I think it's actually one of the only fighting games on the NES.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that was a pretty interesting one. And then, yeah, the best one of the Tournament Fighters was definitely the one on Super NES.
Yeah.
So if you are gonna get the collection, you want to go through one of the Tournament Fighter games, I'd recommend that one.
Okay.
The Super NES one was the one that, the best one, and I think it was the one that made the most sense to me.
Yeah. No. Would have been. I think some of the GameCube games too. If they released like a second collection with
Mhm.
maybe some of those, then you could have like I think it was like Battle Nexus and like just like TMNT. A couple of those were actually quite good from what I heard.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, kind of before we started here, like the Switch for me currently is turning into my portable GameCube. It seems to be all I buy. Just old GameCube games.
Yeah, like Metroid Prime Remastered.
Yep. And Okami, and I probably got some other ones on there. Oh yeah, Mario Sunshine
Oh, yeah,
from
the 3D All Stars. Oh, yeah, that's right.
the All Stars collection. Yeah.
Yeah, and that game, yeah, it wasn't my favorite Mario game. I'm just being real too.
Oh, I built that up way too much in my head. When I played that, out of the three, like I don't know, I think I enjoyed Galaxy a whole lot more than
Yeah.
out of the three for sure.
Shout out to Bravo Matic and CBS Kid X. Thank you for joining us. Once again, you're watching Game & Watch Podcast, a video game stream of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Got Max here from the Loading Bar Podcast with me. I'm your boy, Justin Reed, aka Too Tall for You Fool, one of the hosts of the Game & Watch Podcast. So, yeah, oh yeah, so this truck here was in one of the old Turtle games. It's called the Turtle Tenderizer. Yeah, and that's his real name too. It was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project. A very underrated game in my opinion. I think it's a Turtles NES game that a lot of people slept on because it came out, at least here in the States, in 92. So, at that point in 92, a lot of people had already moved on to the Super NES. So, I mean, I know my mom wasn't buying me any more NES games with me having a Super NES. So,
I gotta ask now though, as a kid, did you have your own turtle tenderizer?
No, I did not. I think it was going to be a toy. I think the toy got canceled from what I read, so I don't think anyone had it. I think it was just in the Manhattan Project, but I'm very surprised. Like, these guys really did their homework. The fact that they brought that thing back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, kudos to .mu and, the fabulous team putting this game together. I mean, hopefully we get to see some DLC and some more updates on that.
I was going to ask you this. I've been meaning to ask you this, actually. What would you, as like a Ninja Turtles fan, what would you like to see as a DLC?
Some skins. Definitely some skins, and maybe like another like side adventure. Definitely, maybe they could probably, there's room to put like some more characters in that, was in the old series or the old video games. But,
Okay.
for the most part, I mean, I think the most rational thing I think would be skins, but I know
Yeah.
these sprites take like a very long time to put together, so I'm about to die here.
I got you.
Well, they have a lot of pizzas here, so
Yeah. I just want to point out a comment CVS Kid X kind of mentioned. There is he says that there is also a fan-made tournament fighters versus the Justice League, and I remember that Justice League game pretty well. There was a lot of toys that I don't think the toys were necessarily in conjunction with the game, but they were definitely, I guess,
Whoa.
of that time for Justice League, and I remember that fighter being great.
No.
To say the least. I got you. Hang on. Hang on.
Oh.
Okay, no, my animation's not going to stop. Okay.
Yeah, you save yourself. I'm almost at an extra life anyway. It's all good.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. CBS Kid X also says that the TMN3, the Manhattan Project, is getting online support.
Really?
Yeah, it's getting online support. Well, several of the games already do have online support. More reason for you to get it.
That's true.
Yeah, so you can play Turtles in Time, the original arcade game. You can also play the Tournament Fighters and a Hyperzone Heist on the Genesis. I feel they put that on there just to give the Genesis some love, but it's an alright game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I mean,
mhm.
if I'm buying this game out of your guys' recommendation, and you know what? You might see me next time with the collection, so.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way: if we're streaming Turtles in Time next month,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we've had that everlasting effect on you.
That's true. Ah. See, this guy, this one always gets me tripped up because it's just like you get too close and then
it just
your
backs
animation
up.
pulls you forward. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting turtle tenderized. This is
Yeah, you don't call that for nothing.
nope. Ah.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Might want to just kill him.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh my god. Ah! All right.
Yeah, this is the.
Expert gameplay. Ah, the runner award. Perfect. It'd be nice if we got like playable shredder as well.
Oh yeah, I know. I think people do want to see some characters. What was it? Metalhead.
Yeah.
I don't really care for him that much, but I know people love him. So.
Hmm. Or from I don't know if this character was in the '87 Turtles, but Usagi Yojimbo.
Yeah,
would
he
be a lot.
was.
That would be that'd be a pretty lovely addition. My first playthrough, these whip guys. Oh my god, I had such a hard time with them. But like midway through, I remembered, oh yeah, I have like a backflip. Or So do you have like a favorite level out of this game?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you that. I would have to say Coney Island.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. I love that level. That's pretty nice level.
Nice.
If I were to be like in my own video game like this, hey,
Oh, hey.
CBS Kid X. Thank you for joining us if that is you.
I think my favorite is level. I think it's level 10. What was the name of it? I think it's the only like night level in the city.
Okay.
And you're going through like the factory and everything like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I think that's I think that's the level where you fight Metal Hero.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good level actually. Yeah, very good level.
It's got some good music.
Yeah,
The music
absolutely.
in this game is just so good.
Yeah, it's great. I was surprised it was not nominated for any kind of like awards at the Game Awards or anything, but you know, the Game Awards are pretty biased.
Yeah. No. But then again, I mean, we had like what the Junos, not the
Mhm.
Junos. We had was it the Grammys? The Junos is Canadian.
Oh, really?
But I think Assassin's Creed Valhalla won something.
Yeah, I got that game. It just looked like a 60, 70 hour 80 game, 80-hour game. It's just like I don't got that kind of time anymore. Like,
Like Assassin's Creed for me has gone the way of Call of Duty. You have your favorite one and you stick with it.
yeah,
And then like I don't know, I have no interest really to play any of the other ones.
mm,
I stopped at the pirate one, loved it, and haven't really looked back since. And yeah, it does. It's such a time sink that like I look at that and I'm like, man, I don't have time for any of that.
yeah, same. I mean, it is what it is. All right. Yeah, I mean, I know for me, the Call of Duty I've been playing is Modern Warfare 2. It just started season
Yeah.
2. It's a good game. I think for the most part, Call of Duty has gone back to its roots.
Mhm.
All right. So these two bosses here, Roundchuck and Dirtbag, um, they were in the cartoon show. There's actually some toys out there of them for those of you toy collectors out there. Um, their only video game. Actually, I think they were in one of the Game Boy games, but in terms of like the old console games, they were in the Manhattan Project. So yeah, I mean, like I said, these guys they didn't forget about any of the Turtle games, you know, cartoon shows. They did their homework.
Mhm.
It's safe to say they did their homework. So
Yeah, no.
wow.
These guys, like, if you were a kid, like, and this game came out, like, I'm sure a lot of kids right now who are just
Wow.
playing this for the first time, they're looking at these guys and they're like, man, like, I gotta get a toy of that.
Yeah, and the toy looks
Like, it's
cool.
just so, it's, they're just such nice models.
Yeah.
Very, very vibrant. And that's another big thing that I find, like, just kind of keeps me coming back too. It's just nice to look at. I just laugh. And then bam! Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, they don't let you do that cheese anymore if you're doing it like in story mode. Pretty much they'll let you do the first bar, but the other two you pretty much gotta fight for it.
Yeah. There was like it might have been on cross-platform, but it was like it was a Ninja Turtle game definitely on the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Uh Mutants Take Manhattan? I can't remember. Um I remember seeing like a trailer for it and thinking it was gonna be really, really good, but
Oh, Mutants in Manhattan. Oh yeah, I got that for the PS4. It's
yeah,
okay. It's not. It's better than some of the other ones that have come out in the past. But
yeah,
I mean, let's be real. I mean, this is the best one since Turtles in Time. And I'm not saying a lot. I mean, not to say that those other games were whack, but
no.
they just didn't.
You don't need to reinvent the wheel with Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, you really don't. Just it's a basic formula. Just stick to it.
Yeah.
Alright, for those of you guys watching out there, any feedback would be nice. I mean, I know we are podcasters, but if you want to see us play some more games, let us know. I mean, I've been trying to do this for a while. Just we're all in different parts of the world, so
Yeah.
it can definitely be rough sometimes. But if you want to see anyone in the Game and Watch crew, whether it be OBG or Mark or Matt or even Celine, yeah, just hey, let's play a game,
Yeah.
And listeners, our fans, feel free to join us.
Oh yeah, that's right. Rat King.
Rat King.
The Rat King.
Well, he is a rat and he is a king. Well, he's not a rat, but I guess he thinks he's the king of rats.
He's the king of grappling. Holy shit! And
Well, they had to nerf him a little bit because he kept doing that like whistling move or whatever. So
Oh yeah. So I know that Baxter Stockman, OG Baxter Stockman,
Yeah.
is the Fly. He's the Fly.
Yeah, he is the Fly. Yes.
When I was growing up and I would watch like TMNT,
Yeah.
I would always get creeped out by him because in that show he doesn't become a fly. He just slowly loses different body parts.
Yeah, that was kind of a little freaky.
Yeah. There comes a point where he's just a brain with like a couple of eyeballs in like a jar or something like that, and it's just like, oh my god. And you look back on that and you're like, this was a kid's show.
Well, it was rated TV Y7, I believe. But, I mean,
TV Y7.
It was a kid's show.
Yeah.
It was a kid's show.
Yeah.
They get the pizza done. If you can hear us, all right.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And that thing he's on was an actual toy. I remember
Yeah.
because I had the toy.
Yeah, this one you had.
Yeah. It took Finance a minute to remember it until I showed him a photo of it, and I was just like, oh. But yeah, that toy I had.
Nice.
And I didn't have the party wagon either. I didn't have a lot of the toys, believe it or not. A good friend of, mutual friend of ours, actually growing up, had the party wagon. So
maybe you can identify. Maybe you can identify this toy for me. I had this toy. I got it at a dollar store as a kid, and it was a Ninja Turtle. It was like a helicopter, but the blades were snakes, and it had like a trigger on it, and you'd pull the trigger, and it had like these two boxing gloves at the end of it, and it was a helicopter that would like punch.
Helicopter. And it was was it from the '87 series or the
87.
Okay. Okay, I can help you out with that. No, it wasn't a turtle blimp, so
Yeah.
I would have to. I know they had it wasn't a vehicle. They had this pizza shooter thing. It's actually pretty cool, but oh, the fourth person joined us.
Hello.
whoever's joining us, just shout out to y'all. I mean, definitely. Well, we got 2 more slots if anyone who wants to join us. So keep it real. Once again, just before we move forward, you are watching a special presentation, special stream of the Game and Watch podcast. It's a game stream. We're streaming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. I'm your boy Justin Reed, aka Too Tall for You Fool, with Max from the Loading Bar podcast,
Hello.
and 2 people who I guess they'll tell me who they are later. I mean, I guess they're friends of mine because they're all my friends. Because I only made this for friends, so I should know the people who are on here. But we'll see. But hey, thanks for coming. The more the merrier. At least we're all 4 original turtles.
Yeah, this feels right.
But I do like the fact that that you can be April. You don't have to save April, or you don't have to save Splinter. You can be Splinter, and that they didn't forget about Casey Jones. So
Yeah.
I mean, they did this game right in a lot of ways. A lot of ways.
Yeah, they literally gave any fan what they would want. Anyone, even like just a fan of beat 'em ups as well, in general too. Like,
yeah, I mean, some people, I think Fine said this too. Like, this is a great beat 'em up, like one of the best he's ever played. Now, it's not the best turtle game he's ever played, he says, but
mhm,
I mean, for me, I think it's a great beat 'em up. Probably the best, arguably the best beat 'em up I've ever played. I think it's the best Turtles game you can play out there, and I know a lot of people will say, "Hey, Turtles in Time, that's the best one ever." My personal favorite, believe it or not, had to be, my favorite Turtles game growing up was, believe it or not, Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game.
interesting.
Now I know a lot of people don't like that game because it was hard, and you pretty much had to use cheats to beat the game. But I mean, I just had so many. I mean, I own the game, so I just had so many fun memories with it. So I mean, it was great.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes that's really all you need for it to
Yeah.
be just an instant classic for you personally, right?
I mean, no issues with the Turtles in Time. I mean, one of the best games, arguably on the Super NES. But I mean, my personal favorite was that game. So.
Yeah.
CBS Kid said his favorite was the Hyperstone heist.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check some of these out for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like I
Yeah,
said, just check out the Cowabunga collection.
yeah,
It goes,
it's
I'm
most
sure.
easily accessible.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably. I mean, hopefully the online has gotten better for it because, yeah, the online wasn't very good for it. But I think if you're just doing 2 players, we
Yeah,
should be fine. I mean, if we're playing, the Manhattan Project, or because I know that's going to be online soon, or the Hyperstone Heist, and then recently the Super NES version of Turtles in Time went on. Went online because originally it was just a arcade game. So yeah, that's how they did that.
mhm.
What? Raw fish? That comes from a quote in the first episode of the '87 series.
Nice.
Yeah, it was yeah, I guess Splinter offered April raw fish, and then I think Donatello says, "How can you be a fan of raw fish?" And he goes, "Yeah."
See, this is it. This is good. This is it's Friday. We planned to do this on a Thursday. This
Mhm.
would have been great. We could have called it Turtle Trivia Thursdays with Justin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't think we'd be getting this much of a reception. Let's see. My buddy Bravo says, let's just say I gave up Destiny for you, Too Tall. Thank you, Bravo. I appreciate it, man. CBS Kid X says online for the Cowabunga collection so much better. Hey, add me on Switch Online, and just maybe we can play some more of this and some more Cowabunga collection, all that good stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Um,
Koka and Rezar. Now, these guys I know were only in that second film.
Yeah, they were in one episode of the '87 series show.
Okay.
They were
Was it?
one episode. As far
Was
as
it?
like, what's up?
Sorry, was it pre or post second film?
I want to say it was after the second film,
Okay.
and they were much smarter.
Okay. I really love that second film.
Yeah, it was a good film. I mean, I think both of them, both the first and second films were good. I would have to go the first. All right, my buddy Bravo was actually Donatello. I'll tell him, hey Bravo, if you're listening, join back up. Join back up, Bravo.
Good old NSO. Good old NSO connection.
Yeah,
Oh well.
it's gotten better. It's gotten better.
I gotta agree with you, to be honest. Like, I don't know, we've been what? Not necessarily an hour yet, but like
Yeah.
really no hiccups at all, no complaints.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good. I mean, the connection, I think, with the Switch is fine. It depends on what game you're playing. Now, if you're playing a first-party NES game,
Hmm.
then it's a different story. So, you know. Like, I think, cause like Super Smash Brothers, the connection, it really sucks. And then,
Oh, it's awful.
yeah, and then, like, the best games, I think, for the Switch Online, at least with the Nintendo first-party games, is like Mario Kart. Like, I never have any issues with that. Watch it.
Ah, thanks.
Ooh.
Ah, there's our purple friend.
Oh yes, Bravo is back. Welcome back. So, have you tried out any of the games on the Switch Online with the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games?
Not myself. I don't have.
Switch Online? Oh,
I do have Switch Online. I just don't have the
the expansion. Okay. Oh, well, Game Boy games are with the base.
Oh, they are?
Yeah,
Okay,
Game Boy
good.
games are with the base.
Good. That means I can play Super Mario Land.
Yeah, you can play Mario Land 2, Wario Land 3. Yeah, you can play those. But yeah, Game Boy Advance, you need the expansion pack.
Yeah. I may cave for that.
I think it's worth it, man. I mean,
yeah. No, it's great that they're seeing like things like GoldenEye, and we're seeing things like, I don't know, like the Mario Kart on the Game Boy. I loved that as a kid.
it didn't age well, but I mean, I know people do still
No.
like it. So,
Yeah.
well, I'm not a fan of retro gaming. I mean, retro racing games. Excuse me.
No, that's fair.
That's just me. Like, I know racing games, they got to be at least 3-dimensional.
Yeah. No, you can't go back, hey?
Yeah, I
That
can't.
immersion's too good.
Yeah, I can't go back and play games like what's that old NES game?
Excite Bike?
No, not Sight Bike. What was that old racing game? It was on the Genesis actually. Outrun. Yeah, I can't
Okay.
go playing games like that. Well, that one game inspired by a Slipstream doesn't look too bad. I still haven't had a chance to pick it up. I think I'm just waiting for it to go down to $5.
Hmm. I think the best racing game I've played probably recently was Hot Wheels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was.
that's a good one. Well, you have the PS5 yet, or you still have a PS4?
Yeah.
Oh, you got the PS5? Okay. Oh yeah. You should try check out Need for Speed Unbound. That's a pretty good one.
Okay. I'll give it a go.
Yeah, it went down on price too, and only $40. So it's pretty good. I haven't finished like the actual story yet, but it's fun.
Yeah, I think PlayStation's doing double discounts next few days, so yeah, maybe I'll pick it up. Although I am eyeing the next Yakuza game,
Oh yeah,
technically Yakuza game.
Inshin. Oh yeah, that was good. I was actually downloaded the what is it the demo this morning. The combat demo looks sick. I'm definitely picking that up.
Yeah, no. I've gone down like a Yakuza hole this like last couple months, and like
kind of makes me want to play the other ones. Yeah, I mean, if they're worth it, I'll definitely check them out too.
Yeah, they're usually on sale.
Yeah.
No, they're usually no more than like $20.
I'll definitely check them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to take my daughter to get her hair done tomorrow, so I might go. Might do some game digging after that. We'll see. If I see something that strikes my eye, I'll definitely pick it up.
Yeah. I definitely recommend Yakuza 0, and then Kiwami, and then Kiwami 2, which is just the first two games, but they're like remade.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are phenomenal.
Oh, come on.
Let's get me with that charge. There we go.
Yeah,
Nice.
That thing was annoying in the old Ninja Turtle games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all barely got saved there.
Nice. Good teamwork.
Great teamwork.
Nice.
All right. Now
Flying through it.
Now this boss was one of the tournament fighters, at least in the Super NES version. And there was a toy of him too. He was actually a pretty popular bad guy. So Wingnut. Yeah, but the music in this game is so good. Like, the song's good. The mall level, that had some great, like, music reminiscent of the 90s. That was pretty good.
I'm still looking for the vinyl at an affordable price.
Affordable, okay. I was thinking about picking up the CD, but I probably could have got the special edition for it.
Yeah, the Materia store, they do a ton of video game vinyl, and
yeah, I know there's like a Cuphead vinyl out there, and then
$32.
I recently got a like a drum machine. So I've been watching like a lot of videos. I know one of the guys who I was watching, he had like a Cuphead vinyl that he mixed and made his own beat. It actually sounded real nice.
Nice.
So I can totally tell he's a gamer, but yeah.
There's this one YouTuber I watch. Oh god, I can't remember her name at the moment. She is, she's a musician, and she did this video where she turned her Game Boy, her original Game Boy, into a mid-eye controller.
Are you serious?
And it was just like some sort of attachment. that you can buy from. I remember the website. It's Cat Skull, and you just you hook it up. It comes as like a cartridge, and you put it in the back of your Game Boy, and and then you hook that up to whatever you use for your music mixing, and then you can just use the piano or whatever you have, and you can make your own chiptune Game Boy music.
Yeah, that's what I pretty much have it for. I want to start, making some beats when I get some free time. It's just a lot I gotta learn, but I mean, right now I'm using from Akai, the MPV 218 for you music lovers out there. Eventually, I would like to get an MPC and do stuff standalone and just roll it onto my computer later, but one step at a time. I know this is like a cheaper route, and MPCs aren't very cheap, so.
Yeah. No, I bought a while back. I bought Ableton Live 11.
Ableton.
Just for desktop and just kind of like your basic one.
That's a light version.
Yeah. And I quite like that. And I like it because it has tutorials. I honestly just haven't spent enough time with it. Something always gets in the way.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Something always getting in the way. So.
Yeah.
But usually, I kind of just want to get into it as a hobby. Just want to learn how it works. Kind of like with this whole OBS thing. Like, I mean, I just wanted to see how people stream their games, saw how it works. Now, if I can convince Finance, maybe we'll do our next episode of the Game Watch podcast for OBS. We'll see.
Nice.
Well, we'll see.
Well, hopefully we get Finance on here to join us for one of our for a gaming session.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
you're gonna have to start compiling a list of stuff that we all have that we can play.
Yeah. I mean, well, you have a PS5 now, so that definitely helps. So.
Yeah. I've had one for a year and a half now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Get out of here. There we go.
Yeah, he rolls with a PS4 and he has an Xbox Series. So I have, in terms of like the trifecta with the main consoles, PS5, Xbox One, and then the Switch. I also saw the PS4 too, so I haven't gotten rid of that just yet.
Nice. Yeah, as you saw, I think last time we talked, I still have my classic Xbox.
The OG.
I'll never get rid of it.
Yeah, I also have a PS3 too. It's just harder to record game footage with it. So. Yeah, because I have to use like a splitter. Because I guess back then they had HDCP in it. I guess they didn't want people recording gameplay back then. I don't know why, but so it's just a little harder to record gameplay with it. Or you could use like the original cables that the PS2 had, but the image won't look very good if you do that. So
yeah, I don't know how you'd get around that. I think that unless like you bought like. Because sometimes you can buy like updated cables for older consoles, like my Xbox. Like I used to have a coax cable, and obviously that broke, and I ended up getting HDMI for it. Found it on Amazon. It works great.
yeah, I mean the splitter, it's not too bad. So it's just one more piece of hardware I gotta plug in like before I play it.
Yeah.
So, and like really the only games I play on it these days are like WWE games, so like the older ones.
Oh no, fair enough. So right now we're playing your favorite level.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know how you can stand those planks of wood.
oh yeah, well I'm used to it from Turtles in Time with planks of wood on the ship, if you remember correctly. And
Yeah.
then uh, also my favorite bosses at this level too, not just the scenery.
Yeah.
I like Leatherhead a lot. So.
Yeah.
And the music here is awesome too. So.
It is. It's so good.
Yes, it's.
Oh yeah, these guys disappear and they throw knives at you. Ugh. I always find Donatello's great for these because his special, I think it like it sucks them in. Same with Casey.
Oh yeah. Well, Casey's just overpowered in general, especially his special.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh damn, like they made him like way too powerful. I feel, but I think, like I said, I think they may have nerfed him a little bit, but no guarantees.
No, he was definitely my fastest playthrough. So is Splinter, actually.
Yeah, Splinter, yeah, don't sleep on him either. He's pretty good also.
Yeah. Honestly, so is April. Like, I don't know, like, the Turtles are great, but, like, they definitely didn't, like, they definitely gave enough attention to,
The others.
all the other characters as well.
Yeah, especially April, since she didn't really fight on the show all that much, but it's...
No, and now she's a combination of Cammy and Chun-Li. It's amazing.
It's funny. Yeah, well, I know, like, the 2007 Turtles movie, yeah, they made her like a fighter, like a little bit, right? So like,
Oh yeah. God, I remember seeing that movie in theaters.
it wasn't bad. I thought, oh, it was all right.
I remember Freddie Prinze Jr. was Casey Jones, and I think Sarah Michelle Gellar was April O'Neil, and Nolan North was Raphael in that movie.
Oh, all right. I mean, speaking of Turtle movies, I wonder if they're gonna. Well, I'm sure they'll give it another crack at it. And I'm just a little bummed out that this last set of movies didn't work out for them.
Well, yeah, and these last movies they were all spectacle for sure.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people didn't like the designs. I know that was one problem, and I think it hurt the first movie enough that it didn't. That guys just didn't want to give it. I don't know, just. Because I think it had the right idea if it had kept going. But
Yeah.
fortunately, it didn't.
Yeah. I don't know. The Ninja Turtles, I think they'll outlive us, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so.
So, there will be...
There will be another one.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I mean,
we'll
look
be
at
alive to see it.
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's Batman again. Like,
Yeah. Whoever saw that coming.
yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I don't know if you checked out our Discord this morning, but I mean, what do you think of Disney being in trouble with that article I posted this morning? I know Mark commented on it.
Remind me, what did they say?
That they're pretty much putting the brakes on a lot of the Marvel movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
honestly, I think that's probably it's good and it's bad.
Mm.
So like it's good because there's a lot of cape fatigue out there.
Yeah.
I for one definitely suffer from it. But then again, for Disney Plus, like when I think back to like all of the main reasons people, this one was my favorite level.
Yeah.
All of the main draws to Disney Plus, because there's really not, when you go through like the catalog and you watch all of the old Disney Channel movies, Disney Channel original movies, and all all your childhood favorites and stuff like that, you're not going back to it. You're not like
Yeah.
popping the tape back in. You're waiting for like
Yeah.
the next Star Wars, the next Marvel, and Star Wars has been, I think, a little bit better in terms of reception, but Marvel has,
Marvel's put out a
um,
bunch of stuff that I feel no one cares about.
yeah,
You
like
know?
not just series, but like just films as
Yeah.
well. It just
Yeah, films
hasn't
also
been.
like, yeah, like I had an opportunity to go to see Ant-Man yesterday. It's just like, no, not really. I'm a little behind. I mean, I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think they had the right idea in the beginning, but I think they just took it too far in terms of just trying to make everything connect. It's like, I don't think everything needed to connect.
No, it's so excessive. Like,
Yeah, like it's too much of it. It's just like, so it's like,
yeah,
yeah, I don't want to see this anymore. Like, I mean, I want to
no,
see the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and then that's about it. Like, I mean, Spider Man's good. I'll see that one when eventually I get around to it. But it's like the rest of those movies I don't care about, and I think they've gone like way too deep into the vault, where they've gotten like a lot of like heroes that no one really cares about. Like
oh, absolutely.
it's like we didn't need to go dig that far to see, you know, Miss Marvel. Like, I'm sorry,
No, but like if she was like if they did, for example, Champions, which is
yeah,
like the superhero team, it's like a teen superhero team that she's on
yeah,
with other characters. Like, yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Like, I'd absolutely watch that because um, not everything is just on her shoulders, kind of
yeah,
thing. You can learn about the characters while you're learning about other characters as well, and um, yeah, no, it's just I don't know, it's just too much, and I was like the only I think superhero movie that I was at all that I loved was honestly Batman, and
yeah,
it was just Batman again, sure, but like I don't have to, there's no hitting meetings, there's no connecting it to like I don't know Superman or whatever like that. It's
yeah,
just an isolated, really good film
yeah,
where there's a ton of attention on what's going on, and uh, yeah, like I don't need
yeah,
to worry too much about a ton of stuff. And then, have you seen James Gunn actually talk about how like what his plans with DC was?
yeah. I didn't see that exactly.
So he talks about how um, he's so every film going forward and every video game going forward, everything is going to be connected. And all of the actors in the films are going to be reprising their roles in the video games. And sometimes the video games will fill in the blanks between movies. So you have to play the game in order to understand like certain
Mm,
references or things that they're talking about in the film. And I don't think I don't think reception for that was very good,
yeah,
and I agree. Like that's ridiculous, for quite a few reasons. It's just that excess yet again,
yeah. It's
and
just excess. It's just like I feel like the MCU should just ended already. Like with the last Avengers film, I don't think we need to keep going and going and going. Or if we were gonna go, just slow it down tremendously, which is, I think, what they're trying to do now, or just make a new universe altogether. But I mean,
or just like give the universe a break.
yeah,
Like
that too.
I don't need cameos. I don't need like
But
just tell a good story.
yeah, like it was cool, like when they first did it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like they just overdid it.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And then, I mean, with what James Gunn was saying too, it's just like, man, that would burn out so quick. Like, ugh,
Yeah, like I don't bother going to see those movies anymore. Like I know my wife wanted to see Black Panther, so it's
yeah.
like I'm a fan of like the individual ones, but it's like I shouldn't have to see another movie before I have to go see Black Panther. Like I'm sorry, like
No.
like you really shouldn't. Metalhead.
All right. Yeah. And then, oh God, I was just thinking about this was requested at the library recently by a patron. They were saying they wanted us to pick up Justice or Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and I was just like, I forgot about that.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, Gotham Knights wasn't very well receptive. Let's be real. I mean,
No,
and then
but
if this is going to be a live service game, which is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I'm sorry.
Like I trust Rocksteady to make a game that feels really good to play, but like Avengers felt amazing to play. Like, it just was. What made it unplayable was that it was just no variety in really enemy types.
Yeah.
You were doing the same thing all the time, like just hunting for gear and stuff like that. But like, there was a good game in there. I think it just suffered from this live service model. And like oh man, one of the biggest problems I had with that was you have the team of the Avengers. You have, the Earth's mightiest heroes. You have some extra ones. You got like Hawkeye. You can have Spider-Man on the PS4 edition and stuff like that. Who are you fighting? You're fighting Taskmaster and Abomination like 500 times. Great, wonderful. Thank you so much. But give me some more villains, man. Ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of nervous about this one now. So, I mean, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice. Let's see what happens. Now, the Triceratons were very unique. They came like way later on in the series, but the unique thing about it was, I don't know if you've ever seen the artwork for TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project for the NES. A Triceraton is on the cover, and it's not even.
Oh yeah. And that artwork is so sweet. Like,
it's a nice artwork too. I was surprised. Like, how did you not put that in the game? Like, I guess they made up for it here 30 years later. But I mean, like.
Yeah, but the Triceratons have been really smoothed out, and very kid friendly. And I kind of miss the whole like rippling muscles, kind of Todd McFarlane looking creatures. Well, damn it! They always get me on the second one. Yeah, no, I always thought the Triceratons were really cool in the 2003 Turtles. That whole arc with like the Fugitoid.
Yeah, they did a good job with them, but yeah, I was just like kind of surprised. Like, they're on the cover, yet they're not in the video game. I thought that was always
just to sell.
Yeah, just to sell, and if anything, it's false advertising.
Yeah, well.
So what you got planned for this? Well, wait, you work weekends. Your weekend is what? Wednesdays.
My weekends, Wednesdays, Thursdays at the moment. I'm actually going to. It's a pop-up video game buy and sell tomorrow. So
like one of those like swap meets. All right, right on. Definitely sure if you get any pickups, let us know, man.
Yeah, no, I'll send some pictures if I find anything good. I've been thinking about like maybe bringing some things, or yeah, I don't know. I've got a bin of various gaming accessories and the like that I don't know about you, but like in Canada we have like this, it's kind of a chain. It's called Game City. And Game City is kind of like it's kind of a chain for retro games and retro just gaming memorabilia and stuff like that. And you can take your old stuff and you can sell it. The only problem with that is they really like
Let me guess, they rip you off.
Oh, do they ever? Um, but we like luckily we have like some mom and pop places as well still, and they
Yeah.
give you so much better.
Yeah, here in the States, it's mostly just mom and pop spots. And then, I mean, in terms of like the what you just described to me, the most similar thing we would have to that would be uh, some store called Book Off, which I believe they have in Japan also. So,
Yeah, no, sorry, Game City. I gave them, I appraised. I was just like, how much would I get for an N64 with a jumper pack with GoldenEye, DK64, Perfect Dark, and Spider-Man 64, and for all of it, all together, 125 bucks.
serious?
Yeah.
Well, I can understand maybe a console, but even then, still, you should have got. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have
And
tried
that's the
bargaining with
thing.
them, and then yeah, just definitely check out those websites where they have like prices of the games.
Yeah, they don't bargain with you. They're just like, no, it's a set price by our company, and that's just kind of how we have to do it. And then you come back like 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, it's already on the floor. They have a price tag on it, and it's like, oh god, like 50 bucks for Perfect Dark, 100 and some for
Mm.
DK64, and I'm just like, you appraised that and gave me like $30 for it. Like, don't even. Don't even like I can't even look at that place or like give them my money anymore. It's
What
just
a joke.
no.
Yeah, I feel the same way with GameStop. I only go there when I gotta go there. Like right now, it's the only place to get the Metroid Prime remastered. So
Yeah.
I was kind of jump on it a little too late. I mean, I knew I wanted it. I just did not have time to get over to GameStop to pre-order it, unfortunately. So,
Yeah. I was
but
there not too long ago, and I have an Edge card, and I used to work actually at a GameStop, like like about like 10 years ago, and back then the Edge card was just like, oh, you have an Edge card, you can there's two sticker prices. You have the regular price for like your um, recycled games, or like your games that people have brought in, and then you have, if you have an Edge card, you can take a few bucks off that, and that was basically for everybody. Like you could just do that. You just sign up for it, get some promotions. You don't have to pay any subscription fees or anything like that. And you got great discounts. I went there. Yeah, like a couple days ago, and I was just like, okay, so like, what does my Edge card do now? Because you keep saying I'm collecting points, but like, can I spend them on stuff? And they're just like,
pretty much
so
coupons.
no, like, it's not even for that. Like, they're just like, if you accumulate enough points, then we'll add you to the platinum membership, which basically does exactly what I explained. You get to take a couple bucks off
Yeah.
used games.
Here in the States, it's like, well, they don't do it just for used games anymore. They got rid of that model with the whole used game philosophy. Now it's just straight up, just $5 off anything in the store for the month of for X amount of months. You get points, pretty much with the points. If you want something valuable out of it, you just get coupons. I meant to actually cancel it this year, but I accidentally had it on auto renewal, so it just renewed it into the year. So I'm stuck for another year now. So it's like, oh damn. But so I was gonna pre-order this game, but the fact that I couldn't even do that because I missed a pre-order window, it was just like, what the fuck, man. So
Yeah. Man, that sucks though that Metroid has like the pre-order window for that was like
it was quick.
is gone. Like they just announced that like last week.
Yeah, I think that's why it was so quick. Like I don't even think Swords were expecting it. So
yeah, I guess they're expecting a lot of or I don't know, limited stock for the amount of demand, but we'll see.
yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, hopefully they make enough of them. So
Yeah. I think they will. I mean,
I'm not playing the game until I have my physical copy.
oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just prolonging me from playing the game if I don't play it physically. If I don't copy.
Yeah. That's another, I guess, like pro for physical copy. If you wait long enough to pick something up like that, unlike me, you don't have as massive a backlog. I find that with digital, I just end up I'll pick that up, and then something else is on sale, and then I'll pick that up, and then I mean to play the first game that I'm playing, and then something else goes on sale, and I pick that up, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm in this hole.
Why aren't we moving?
What is going on here?
Yeah, what is going on here? Is the game broken? Don't tell me it's broken.
We all just attack that side of the wall.
Did we not get a bad guy or something?
Maybe.
This is weird. Alright, bear with us, folks. We are having technical difficulties. Alright, I think it moved.
Basically, we're just so good that we skipped a guy, and now we're
yeah, we're just chucking along and
hopefully not soft locked.
Oh,
there we go.
Are you serious? Yeah, well, at least the game wasn't broken.
No. You see, everybody, we're just that good. We're just that good.
If I recorded to my TikTok on a regular basis, I would have I would probably use that as a flip, but I probably should start utilizing it a little more, but we'll see.
TikTok makes me feel old.
Yeah, it's I mean, people use it, but it's not really my cup of tea when it comes down to it. Yeah, but as for my weekend, gotta get my.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna take my kid to get her hair braided, and then maybe get some game hunting, and then after that, I'm not sure if you're a WWE fan or not, but the Elimination Chambers tomorrow, I'll definitely try to sit down and check that out. Great storyline
nice.
going into WrestleMania, so it's on Peacock, only $5 a month, so we'll definitely check it out.
Nice. Sounds like a solid weekend. We have in March, and I'm not a wrestling fan, but I am a combat sports fan, and I think we have like a not March Madness, but like we have a May event where it's wrestling, Muay Thai kickboxing, boxing. It's this big, just crazy event, and local hero Bret the Hitman Hart will be making an appearance.
That's right. Isn't he from Montreal?
I think somewhere in Canada. I don't know. Like I said, not a WWE fan. I should check that actually. I thought he was from Edmonton.
Yeah, Edmonton. I think he was from Edmonton or Calgary. I don't know. I could be wrong. But...
Yeah. So. Oh, maybe it is from Calgary because I'm pretty sure it's being held there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from Calgary.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. So, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about going to that.
So speaking of March Madness, it's almost here. So.
That's true.
Is March Madness popular in Canada with the college basketball or not really?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think a lot of people who are interested in basketball definitely tune in for it from Canada for sure. But I don't know. I wouldn't quote me on that too much. College basketball is still kind of foreign to me. Yeah.
All right, folks.
How was? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, all right, folks. We're making our way to the Technodrome now, so almost done with the game. Oh, we were saying how much is what?
Oh, I was gonna say, did you end up watching the Super Bowl?
No, I had to work that day. I saw like the end of it.
Mm.
Hopefully, I can take the day off next year because I got invited to several parties. I kind of had to turn them down. I had to take quite a bit of time off in January, so I was just like, I would have felt bad if I wasn't going. And then, go, Bravo, I think it's you, yeah. Yeah, I would have felt bad having to go in, and then plus, one of my coworkers couldn't be there, so he had some personal stuff going on. So,
I see.
So I had to kind of hold the fort down without them. So. I mean, I want to try to get next year off for sure. I'll put in a time way early, so I'll be like, oh, you can figure it out.
Nice.
So, how that goes. So,
yeah, work owes you a Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what happens since I've been working Sundays now. So,
yeah,
I mean, it has its. I do miss my Sundays off, but not having to work Friday or Saturday has its benefits. So, but yeah, I do miss Sundays off.
Yeah.
So the next Sunday, I think I'm working every Sunday from now until at least Easter, I think. And that's going into my kids' spring break, so I might take a few days off during that week, Easter being one of them. So if I have enough time, I might take a whole week off. And who knows? But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm actually kind of bummed about it because not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, I'm missing a local swap meet event for gaming in my hood. So it's on a Sunday. I could run over there during my lunch break, but that's just too long to be doing. I mean, I may as well just not come back if I'm gonna be doing that. So
fair enough.
So I mean, I got people out there though. So I'm looking for a few PS3 things. So hopefully I can have someone find it for me, and then I can just pay them later or something. Oh yeah, CBS
Nice.
Kid X, who is still watching, I think he might be playing with us actually. He hopes that Sami Zayn wins at the Elimination Chamber. I hope he does too. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. I mean, it's Sami Mania right now, if you know what I mean. So this level has two bosses, very unique. Or like a mini boss, yeah, so...
I think my favorite boss is Slash, actually.
Yeah, he's a good boss, he's tough, yeah. And yeah, mine definitely has to be Leatherhead.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't go wrong with that guy.
No. Stupid knife throwers. Yeah, there we go.
I think they're like size. Oh, there
They
it is.
start.
What's up?
They start with size, then they throw 3 knives at me. I don't know. It splits off.
Let's gang up on this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a nerd circle him. Ugh. Nice.
Yeah, well, that's the objective. Beat him quick. Well, I'll definitely check out some more of those Yakuza games. I mean, I'm really liking what I've seen with the one coming out.
Yeah. That one's interesting.
Yeah, I love the combat. While I played this morning when I downloaded the demo.
Yeah. It takes place. It's kind of like a historical fiction with like actual people from history.
Yeah.
So, for example, your character model and the character voice actor is the guy who plays Kazuma Kiryu in the Yakuza series, but I think in this one he's like Ryoma something, just completely different person. And I love this spin-off kind of idea. With it. And they did that actually before. They made a Fist of the North Star game. So if you're a big fan of that anime...
I don't watch anime so much, but I mean, I know what I like. I mean, I like what was that game? The PS4 game. If you remember it, but yeah, I like those samurai games. You know, definitely.
Oh, Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one a lot. So I think, yeah, with the combat, more is a fan of like samurai combat like that. All right, so Chrome Dome, he was in the original series. He was also in the Tournament Fighters.
Yeah, and I remember. Okay, so in Turtles in Time, I think you fought Shredder in a boss battle like this.
Yeah.
And I could never figure it out.
It's kind of, you got to like hit like the arrow like twice on the D-pad or something like that. It's kind of tough actually. Oh, come on.
Sorry, Donatello. It's not the button I meant to press.
There we go.
There we go. So out of all of these bosses, out of all of these characters, would you say that you had like the majority of them as toys?
Maybe not all of them, not the majority of them. A good chunk of them, but not the majority of them. Nope, he's done. Oh, what the hell? Are you serious?
Oh, Magic Pixel.
Alright.
There we go. Nice.
Let's keep on moving.
Did you have a Technodrome?
Technodrome. No, but one of my friends did. Yeah, one of my friends had like all the toys. He had like he had the party wagon. He had the Technodrome. I had the pizza shooter. I know for a fact I had that. I had Shredder. I had Rocksteady and Bebop. I had 4 Turtles. I want to say I had Baxter Stockman too. I could be wrong, but.
Yeah, growing up as a kid, yard sales, friends' houses, babysitters. You were never very far from like some sort of Ninja Turtle action figure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for me, it kind of started with Ninja Turtles, and then in the mid '90s, Power Rangers came along. So that was like the next best thing.
Yeah.
Never had the Zords. That's one reason why I was showing you last week when we had that little mixer or whatever you want
Yeah.
to call it. Yeah, I mean, I was showing you guys the Zords I wanted. I still want those. Hopefully, I can get those by the end of the year.
Yeah.
At least the original Zords. So.
Yeah, no, loved Power Rangers as a kid.
Yeah, watching the 30-year anniversary on Netflix this April.
Nice. I'll probably tune in another way now that I'm Netflix free. But
I believe
no,
I
it's
should
always
still
good to
have it.
see. I met a couple years back at a Comic-Con. I met Zach and I met Billy.
I've met.
Just at panels.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who was I met? I met Zach, Walter Jones, and Billy David Yost. I met him. I met Aisha. I forget her full Karen. I forget her last name, but yeah. And then who else did I meet? Austin St. John, Jason. I met him.
Yeah. That was actually the first time I learned that Zach was missing a finger.
Oh yeah, I heard he lost a finger in a kid in an accident. I didn't know I didn't know that till not fairly recent, but I know for a while he was missing a finger.
Yeah. His hands were so quick in the show. Like you go
barely
back and
notice.
yeah, like you go back in the show and you try to pick it out. Like
it's
now
hard.
that you know,
well,
it's wicked hard.
Yeah. But I just try not to think about it. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that trailer looked good though. I mean, rest in peace to Jason David Frank, Tommy Oliver.
Yeah.
And the Green Ranger will be in it in some capacity. I mean, we don't know if it'll be Tommy Oliver or not, but
yeah.
Because I heard before he died, when they asked him to do it, he didn't want to do it apparently. So.
He actually had like a short, I think it was a short-lived MMA career for a while.
Yeah.
I never watched his fights, but I knew he was really good.
Yeah, he was in the mixed martial arts. I mean, it wasn't just for show when he was on the TV show, and then he was really the first one to like embrace all like the Power Ranger nostalgia. Like,
oh yeah.
Like he was like really the first one to do it. I think everyone else jumped on board after he embraced it. So.
Yeah. When you really think about it, like how many kids did he like inspire to get into karate or like martial arts and stuff like that? Like
martial arts, he inspired a lot.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy. Like just some of the impact. Yeah. Yeah, no, though. Definitely rest in peace. Like.
Yeah, he will be missed.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, part of my childhood died when I heard he passed away. So.
Yeah.
Him and Coolio. Well, as you would know, because I had his record behind me. But I mean, yeah, just.
Yeah, it was a rough year. Like.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities in general just died last year, so it was rough. Hopefully, life goes on, you know. Well, Slash, he was one of the tougher bosses in Turtles in Time. Wasn't very bright.
Nah, I just like his design.
Yeah, I thought they could have made him a little darker in this game, in my opinion. Because if you look at his old toy, you'll be like, okay. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Well, he looked really, yeah, like he looked really cool, like from his toy, and just some of his like other portrayals and stuff like that. Like here, obviously he's just kind of matching the art style, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only complaints a lot of people have about it. Just could may have did a little better job, with just a little darker. That's all I'm saying.
Hmm. Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
All right. Well, we got 2 episodes left. Out World Strange, and then of course we're getting toward that end, y'all. So if you were to pick up the Cowabunga collection, what would you get it on, Switch or the PlayStation 5?
See, that is the question. Like, I would probably say, like, I want to lean towards the Switch because I love being able to take like
Yeah, it's
old
great.
titles
It's
with
great.
me.
It's great for retro gaming. I mean, I want to get that Mega Man uh, Battle Network Legacy games later on this year. I've never played them, so
Oh yeah,
I
neither.
definitely plan on getting those for the Switch when those come out. But,
Yeah, they're pretty good. I remember playing the first one as a kid. It's kind of got like a card system.
yeah, it was fun. I mean, I definitely want to try it out.
Yeah.
And plus, I got all the Mega Man Legacy collections anyway, whether it be ZX, Zero, X, the regular Mega Man.
Yeah. And when I was in my early 20s, I got a little obsessed with classic Mega Man and Castlevania,
Oh yeah.
and I would just try to find like emulators of them all the time just to try them out. Well, I started with Castlevania 3, which was a nightmare, and then I did Mega Man 2, and I loved that game so much.
Yeah, Mega Man 2 is definitely the best of all the original Mega Man games, at least the first 6. Yeah, 2 is
Yeah.
the best one. It's even better than 3. I don't care what anyone says. I know Rush came in, but yeah, 2 was it made more sense than 1.
Yeah, and the Robot Masters looked way cooler. That's kind of
That
what like
too.
sold it for me.
Yeah, the ones and ones are just like whatever.
Yeah. How does the pattern go again? It's Metal Man, and then like you can go like
Yeah, I think you can beat. There's a few others you can beat. I know. And what was it? The Wily Wars. They made it a little harder, but
yeah,
typically the first guy you want to beat is Metal Man,
yeah. And
and
then it's like you could go to
then
Woodman, and
you
then
can go to Woodman.
Airman.
You can also do Bubble Man's pretty easy too with this
Yeah,
your regular weapon, at least in the NES version.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you can go, but yeah, Metal Man can beat a lot of those bosses with his blade. So
Metal Man is his own weakness. I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, that too. Yeah, like if Metal Man. Yeah, if you use because I know when you fight him again, yeah, they even said in the strategy guide. Remember, Metal Man is his own weakness.
Yeah.
Like the blade will kill him quick too. That's just translation for yeah. That's the most powerful thing in the game. So
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny. But I mean,
Yeah.
I know you can beat Bubble Man without it, without the, without any with the regular power, and Woodman's also another one you want to beat early.
Yeah. No, out of all of them, I think my favorite one was Airman. I just loved his
Yeah.
design the
Oh yeah,
most.
Airman. For me, it was Bubble Man. I liked his I like the music at the level.
Yeah.
Man, I
Oh,
don't
and the
know.
music in that was good too.
Yeah. I don't know if you listen to Mega Ran, but he did a cover of it. Mega Ran. Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
Never heard of Mega Ran? Oh, you gotta check him out then. Yeah, Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Google it. Mega Ran.
Mega Man.
Mega Ran.
All
Mega
right.
Ran. Yeah, he has a bunch of. If you love video game music, you'll love him. He's in the like nerdcore hip hop. I guess it's safe to say, but
Okay. Nice. No, I'll give it a go.
yeah.
Sounds up my alley.
Yeah, I think you'd like a lot of what he has to have. He has this other song called Wiley too, which I think you'll love.
Yeah.
Share it actually in our. Let's share some of his stuff in our music chat actually.
Yeah, do it up. I'll definitely give it a listen. Okay, this guy came off screen again. There we go.
Well, he was on. At least he was on the right side.
Yes. It's a good tip for anybody watching. If you get stuck, it probably means there's somebody still alive off screen.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, get in there, Donatello.
Get him with your bow.
Nice.
And then I love how they remixed this song because this was Krang's main theme in the arcade game to the arcade game, and it was also, if you do play through the Manhattan Project, if you do get the Cowabunga Collection, you'll hear this one again.
Oh, okay, nice.
And so,
Man, there's nothing like fans making games.
yeah, definitely. You can totally tell these guys were fans of they did their homework. I mean, they didn't give us any garbage.
Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Nice. He'll finish his spin. There we go.
Yeah.
You fell for my diversion. I have a surprise for you.
I guess.
I will show you how a true ninja fights. The world is
All right. Yeah, having Shredder as an unlockable playable character would have been awesome.
Yeah, at least the regular Shredder, not the
Yeah.
not Super Shredder. I don't like Super Shredder that much.
No. I mean, regular Shredder would have been busted as is, but yeah, no, much more fan of the original.
Yeah, I like how they did this in the arcade game. How he splits into like, well, here he splits into 3, but in the arcade game he splits into 2, and then he also had that anti-mutagen, which would turn you back into like a regular turtle.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was a bitch, dude. It was hard, and then. Oh, sorry, Don.
That's okay. Don't worry about me. There we go. Yeah, let's just juggle him for a while.
Yeah, let's just get him up in the air and laughing him around like you just don't care.
Oh, hey, Matt Bliss is in the chat.
Matt, what's going on? Just OBS for this? You ever using OBS? We're not using Restream. Did you expect us to use Restream or something?
You haven't seen the last of me.
Hopefully he's proud. But yeah, I think we're making strides.
Mhm. Hang on, Lady Liberty. That's my really bad Michelangelo.
CBS Kid says he could die a few times since he has multiple more lines than all of us.
Yeah.
You can totally tell he plays quite a bit, but, definitely. Hey, CBS Kid, hit me up after the chat or add me as a friend on the Switch. I can, if you click my link tree, should be there somewhere.
Oh, just so close.
This is... Oh.
Gotcha. There we go.
Thank you, thank you.
You are welcome. And thank you.
I try.
See you later, Lady Liberty.
Deep breath.
No, you won't. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
You can't attack him until...
You can't hit him yet, yeah.
Until he does that. Yeah, this thing. And they made him a little harder now too, so it's like he'll do that move and like he'll freeze you.
There we go. That's all good. You can just go. Oh, okay. Thanks. Ooh.
Oh, damn. Yeah, when he does that, it's easier if you have like guys around you.
Yeah. I'm good.
Don't give up.
I'm good also.
Oh, nice. You guys are great teammates.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Maybe I'm ready to play this game on hard after all.
Outstanding,
Nice job, Tank Award.
Tank Award.
Oh, nice. I unlocked a couple of achievements. That's the first time I've beaten arcade. Wonderful. Now, these guys, I had no idea who the hell they were until I played this game.
Oh yeah, they were on the old show all the time. So like yeah, they had history with Metalhead. No, not Metalhead, Leatherhead, excuse me. Yeah,
Oh.
Leatherhead.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they were from the same swamp.
Mm.
But they're funny dudes, and yeah, I mean that's another reason why I love that. That whole level, the Coney Island levels. You know, my favorite boss, and then some of the more memorable characters from the show, the Punk Frogs.
Yeah.
They were pretty awesome. Oh man, what a great playthrough. Let me minimize this. All right, so thank you. Special thanks, shout out to Bravo and CVS Kid X. You know, for definitely, you know, checking us out on Game Watch Podcast. You know, special presentation of TMNT, Shredder's Revenge. Yeah, we've been wanting to do this for a while. Hopefully, we can do some more of these playthroughs, whether it be another Turtles game, Mario Kart, you know, you name it. We'll definitely try to do it. So, yeah, this was real fun. So, I had a blast.
Yeah, no, I did too.
Yeah, special thanks to anyone else who came through the chat. Matt Bliss. Yes, we used OBS just for this. I've been getting a lot better with OBS. I mean, definitely give your feedback. It means a lot. So if you do have some feedback for us, let us know.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll definitely have to get together and see what we kind of like currently both have video game wise, and we'll definitely have to do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely. Well, I mean, anyone who wants to play this, I also have this on PlayStation, and I can also figure out a way to play it on the Xbox as well. So, yeah, I mean, if it's a great game, you'll buy it again. That's the way I look at it. So, regardless,
It's
of
good
what
philosophy.
Yeah. Don't be. It's nothing wrong with buying a game twice. Even if Nintendo drives you crazy to do it. The Switch Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah.
I know it's pretty late out your way, huh? So
Yeah,
unless
I
you got-
probably don't have time for another playthrough, but
yeah. Any final words before you log off?
yeah, I I have a podcast. It's the Loading Bar Podcast, where we talk about the history and development of classic video games and currently as well consoles. And we pair that with the classic cocktails throughout history with, equal history and development. I will be definitely adding some more. It's been a minute since I've thrown out a new one, but I've got some stuff coming kind of down the pipeline. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for that.
And I know some of you guys out there are who are wondering, the status of the Game Watch podcast. I know it's been a very long time since we put out an audio episode. That's something I personally need to get back on in terms of just editing and stuff. In terms of newer stuff, just new episodes and stuff. We will have a episode coming, very very soon. Just be on the lookout for it. I don't want to make any promises, but I'm hoping late this month or early next month we should have an episode for you guys. So just be on the lookout for that. Just support us, but we want to get some content out there. I feel why not do a stream of a great video game to do it, So that definitely do that. Yeah, so our page is CBS Kid X. We have a link tree. We also have a Twitch page. We don't have a dedicated YouTube page. We probably should look into getting one, but we should be able to activate it. But if you do want to follow us on YouTube, you can either follow myself, I'm Too Tall for You Fool, or you can also follow RView Gaming. That's my partner, the other half of the Game & Watch podcast, OVG RView Gaming. If you look at our link tree, you should be able to find all those links. If not, I can definitely link you to them if you have any questions. So, but that's where you can catch us. Just check out our link trees that have been, coming for the most part. Once again, special thanks, Bravo Matic. Thank you. I know you want to play some Destiny 2 now. Thank you. CBS Kid X. I'll accept your request after we get off here. Thank you, definitely. Max, thank you once again.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. All right, broadcasting live to you and yours. It's your boy, Too Tall for You Fool of the Game & Watch Video Game Podcast. Be sure to check us out on all our social media outlets, whether it be RView Gaming or Too Tall for You Fool, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, whatever works for you. We shall have some more content coming at you real soon. Oh, there it goes right there. Yeah, definitely check that out. Subscribe to our channel. It's got some great stuff coming, so just be on the lookout. We'll try to update the Twitter a bit more also. Otherwise, y'all, have a good night.